in our Wednesday night coverage. We'll see the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Washington Nationals in the nation's capital. Major League Baseball right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody. Major League Baseball 2K Sports. Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, John Kruk this season young. Our starting pitcher for Washington. And what is this Philadelphia lineup going to see from him today, Steve?
They got a pretty good right-hander on the mound in this one, but facing this amazing offensive team. So he's got his work cut out for him a little bit, which means he really needs to work ahead in the count. If he falls behind, this is a lineup that can make him pay. He's going to have to be on top of his game to come away with the W.
Get a chance to look at what Charlie Manuel's thinking lineup-wise.
Now some kind of offense right here. Star-studded lineup and really great length and depth with guys that really can put the ball in play.
And the cleanup man stands in. The Phillies winning last night. Now game 2, so we'll see if they can go 2 for 2 in this 3-game set against the Nationals. Ugly pitch. Catcher able to somehow scoop that out. The offense got busy for them. It came a little late last 4 innings, but it worked.
Well, they got stifled early in the game, but these guys are such great hitters. They came through late and helped preserve this win.
Nice reflexes there to keep that one under control. That one was in the dirt. The 2-0 pitch. He squares around and he gets this one down. First out of the ball game taken care of right there. Now we'll take a quick look positionally on the field. This is how the Nationals look.
Well, we've got a moment to take a look at the Philadelphia Phillies last year and see how they ranked. Second in runs scored, 4th in triples, and they also utilized the stolen base. In the top 5 in stolen bases in the league, they understand that they just can't wait for the long ball or the extra base hit. Sometimes you have to make things happen, and they did it with a stolen base. 2010, not real pretty in this matchup. The Phillies, a very strong team, and they had a significant upper hand.
And the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch that's in the dirt. Did not look good on that cut. Nationals got to hope we don't have a trend going here. Last 2 years, 9 wins and 27 losses against Philadelphia.
Well, that's not real good, but I think pitching is the key. I mean, listen, when you look at the Phillies with Roy Halladay and Cole Hamels and Roy Oswalt, I mean, there's just too much pitching that overmatches that Nationals lineup.
Plays off the changeup. Good pitch, but it's 1-1.
The key to a great changeup is deception and velocity change. He has both of those, and that's why it's so good.
Good-looking fastball. Called the ball, though, 2-1. And with that changeup, keeping hitters off balance, that's what it does.
It does, and that change in velocity gets the hitter out in his front foot, makes it awfully tough to hit the changeup.
On the way. Fastball on the block. He doesn't get the call, though, and it's 3-1.
Oh, it's a great fastball right there, down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
Into the motion now, the 3-1. And that one is going to be outside. And that is ball 4, and now you've got a base stealer on.
Pitcher tried to expand the strike zone to get the hitter to chase, but he didn't chase. Take your base.
Now we have a moment to take a look at the lineup for the Nationals.
A lot of speed in this lineup, which could challenge the pitcher and the catcher to hold runners, but also challenge the defense to rush their throws.
Grounded out his last time through. 2 outs and a runner on second. The first pitch. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
A fastball up in the zone like that, a pitch a lot of guys like to hit. He just couldn't swing the bat.
Ball. Took something off, but it's low. 1-1.
Well, he tried to change up right there, but it just stayed down and off the plate.
Fastball gets away from him there. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Baker deals. A swing line to left center. And that gets the tying run on board. And he scores.
Well, the hitter makes an adjustment going down on the pitch at the bottom of the strike zone and drives it here.
And you get a run scored if you're in that at-bat. What you want to do is make contact. He did, and it pays off. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Nationals. 1 game left with Philly. That's tomorrow. They continue the homestand with a series that should be good. The Milwaukee Brewers. That's a 3-game series. They'll kick off a road series with the St. Louis Cardinals. He singled and later scored in his last time up. Runners at the corners with no one out. Now the first pitch. There's a ground ball. It's gobbled up. To second for 1. And 2. Double play. And they get that run in. And a great throw right there. Second base, strong arm.
Arm strength critical, turning the double play. It can be a matter of a split second to get the out. Great double play.
Number 3 slot up again here. Ground out victim last time through. Base is empty with 2 outs. First pitch. First pitch, fastball, 0-1.
He must have been looking for an off-speed pitch in that situation because the fastball looked like it surprised him. Ball.
Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. He takes a fastball for a strike. Now it's 1-2. Pitch on the way. Fastball just about had him, and it's a 2-2 count.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location and, believe me, very difficult to hit.
Shot towards the hole. It is fair. Nobody could get to it. A base hit. And tomorrow afternoon, mark this one down, we'll be in New York to see the New York Yankees. Baltimore Orioles come into town. Game time is 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 Pacific.
Oh, Gary, that should be a fun one to watch for sure.
And the right fielder batting again. He homered back in inning number 2. Sixth slot up at the plate again. He homered earlier in the ball game.
Well, they find themselves ahead in this one, and obviously two big at-bats from him so far in the game, driving it around with a base hit, and then the home run, driving the ball out of the ballpark. So getting his pitches and doing some damage.
Had a double his last time up. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. First pitch to him. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike.
In order to throw that fastball away from the hitter, you have to get great extension out in front. Nice job of pitching.
Here's the delivery. That swung on and flied to right. And it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact. It's time to get it done for Washington right now.
Well, this guy's always a threat to go. He steals a lot of bases, so they're going to have to keep a close eye on him, and maybe they'll make a mistake to the hitter, paying attention to the runner.
Two men on, two men out. Here's the pitch. There's a swing, fly ball down the line and left. And that's the third out. That'll do it. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. Nationals 4, Philadelphia 1. Cleanup man in the box again. One for 2 in the ball game. Well, he's up by 3, but he's got 3 men on board and nobody out.
Now, this guy's in a serious jam right now, but if I had one guy to pick on my team to pitch, it would be this guy in this situation.
And here's the first one. Fastball inside. He had to do a little dancing on that one.
Look out. You got to get out of the way when it comes that far inside.
Ready with a 1-0. Fastball misses badly. He's behind 2-0.
Well, the starting pitcher right now is over 80 pitches, and this is a time when the manager and the pitching coach have to keep an eye and see if his velocity is dropping. If it is, you might want to think about getting him out.
And that one's in there for a strike, 2-1.
The pitcher showing that he can effectively throw strikes on the inside part of the plate. The hitter now has to make an adjustment, possibly opening up for that pitch next time.
Comes set. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball called strike 2.
The pitcher really rearing back and throwing. He's got everything working now, commanding the strike zone with that fastball.
Now the 2-2 pitch. Outside for a ball, and it's full, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. This one's grounded near third, foul. And here's the 3-2. Change-up, he bounced that one for the catcher. Lost him, ball 4. Potential tying run is on.
Well, now hitting for the pitcher in this situation, he just has to try to get on base and see if he can't get something going offensively.
No one out, sack's full. And the runner's breaking from third, and he squares around, gets down the bunt, and he is safe at the plate. Wow, he caught him napping and picks up a run.
Well, when you're that runner coming down the third baseline, charging toward home plate, you got to be thinking to yourself, okay, I hope you got the sign. I hope you're going to bunt this one and not swing, or I'm a dead man. He got it done, and they got to run.
Runners on second and third, one down. It's 0-1 as he swings and misses at that fastball.
Well, this lineup really making him work in this inning, deeper into the game, and this is where you're a little bit fatigued, and boy, throwing up over 20 pitches an inning is tough.
The pitch. Looping curve, breaks outside, even at 1.
We went with the big curveball off the plate, trying to get him to reach for it, but he lays off.
Missed with the fastball outside, 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. And that misses outside. We go to 3-1. He set the 3-1. Well, he might have had ball 4, but it's called strike, and it goes to 3-2.
Hitters have to have great balance and be prepared for the pitch away. If you open up even a little bit, you can't catch up to that four-seam fastball in the outside corner.
The 3-2 pitch. Grounded to Murphy, and he gathers this one in time for the out. Now a look at the teams who generated the most runs last year, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Reds. Second, the Phillies. In third, the Rockies. Fourth, the Brewers. And number 5, the Braves rounded out.
Well, this is a pitcher's dream when you have an offense like this on your side. You know you're going to get a ton of runs. You don't have to be so precise. You can let runs score because you know your offense is going to pick you up. The good thing about this team is they like to score runs. They like to score them early in the game. That gives your team a lot of confidence.
Big-time players live for these moments like this, Gary.
Runners at second and third with 2 outs.
Gary Washington made the plays that they needed to when they needed to, leading them to victory.
And we take a look at a performance that today earned our Player of the Game award.
And for our listeners' benefit, and for you also, Gary, I would have liked to avoid some sort of cliche, but it never stops being true. You can't have enough starting pitching in Major League Baseball. And he gave a command performance today in this one, showing just why having that starting pitching is so vital.
And, Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
So glad you could join us. For Steve Phillips and John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. We'll see you real soon.
Are never gonna be paid. The promises you said, but can already tell that you were going to break. You get what you deserve, and I guess that's a problem. It's lessons you should learn, I suggest you get on it. This doesn't really work, let's be perfectly honest. So maybe you should learn. Maybe you should learn. Plotted out the steps that you swore to yourself that you were going to take. But all the drinks you get sure to order themselves.